In this video, we're going to talk about how to calculate the percent abundance of each isotope that make up a certain element. So in our example, we're going to use elemental bromine. Now this element consists of two predominant naturally occurring isotopes. There are others, but for the most part, natural bromine is made up of those two isotopes. Now we're given the atomic mass of bromine 79 and bromine 81. The average atomic mass, or the weighted average, is 79.9. With this information, we want to calculate the percent abundance of each isotope, which means on planet Earth, how much is bromine 79 and how much is bromine 81? Do we have, let me write this down. So do we have 40% bromine 79 and 60% bromine 81, or do we have 30% bromine 79 and 70% bromine 81? This is what we're trying to figure out. What is the relative percent abundance of each isotope? Now, notice that 79.9 is almost in the middle of these two, which means it's almost 50-50. Now, 79.9, actually it's like almost right in the middle. If it was closer to 79, we would have more of bromine 79. If it was closer to bromine 81, we would have more of that isotope, but 79.9 is right between these two numbers. So it's going to be about 50-50. But let's go through the process of calculating the exact percent abundance. Now let's use the letter A to represent the average atomic mass. Now this is also a weighted average. And to calculate the average atomic mass is going to be equal to the mass of the isotope times the percent abundance. And then it's going to be plus the mass of the second isotope times the percent abundance for that isotope. And if there are more isotopes, you can continue with this equation. There's no limit in terms of how many isotopes a specific element can have. So M1P1, we're going to associate that with bromine 79. And M2P2, let's associate that with bromine 81. Now, this problem gave us the average atomic mass, and that's 79.9 atomic mass units. M1 is the mass of Br79. It's not exactly 79, but it's close to it. So M1 in this example is 78.918. P1 is the percent abundance of bromine 79. We don't know what that is. That's what we're looking for. So we're going to call this X. M2 is going to be the mass of Br81, which is 80.916. Now here's a question for you. What are we going to use for P2, the percent abundance of bromine 81? Now let's assume that bromine 79 has a percent abundance of 40%. That would mean that bromine 81 has a percent abundance of 60%. We're assuming. This is not the real answer, but this is to help us to understand what to do for P2. 40% as a decimal is 0.40, 60% is 0.60. Now notice that 0.60 is 1 minus 0.40. So if 0.40 corresponds to X, 1 minus 0.40 is 1 minus X. So when you add these two together, you get 1, which corresponds to 100%, because the 2% must add up to 100%, which is the same as 1. So for P2, we're going to write 1 minus X. So now we have one equation with one variable, which means we can solve the equation. At this point, it's all algebra. Let's go ahead and distribute 80.916 to 1 and to negative X. Now what we need to do is combine like terms. And at the same time, let's subtract both sides by 80.916. 80.916. So these two will cancel. On the left we have 79.9 minus 80.916, and that's negative 1.016. If we combine these two, that's going to be 78.918 minus 80.916. And that's going to be negative 1.998 times x. To get x by itself, we need to divide both sides by negative 1.998. So negative 1.016 divided by negative 1.998, that gives us 0.509. So that's equal to x. 1 minus x, that's going to be 1 minus 0.509, which is 0.491. Now let's clear away a few things. There's a lot of stuff on the screen right now. Now, x was associated with bromine 79. So as a percentage, this is 50.9%. And 1 minus x, which is 0.491, that's 49.1%. As you can see, these two add up to 100%. So the percent abundance of bromine 79 is equal to x, or it's 50.9%. And the percent abundance of bromine 81, that's 1 minus x, so that's going to be 49.1%. And as we could see, these two numbers are approximately equal. It's close to 50-50 because, as was mentioned before, 79.9 is almost in the middle of these two numbers. Now, we have a little bit more of bromine 79 than bromine 81. Because it makes sense, 79.9 is a little bit closer to 79 than it is to 81. It's a little bit closer to this number than that number. So that's how you could find the percent abundance of the isotopes that make up a specific element. Now, if you want to, you can also check your work to make sure that you have the right answer. In order to do that, plug the numbers back into this formula and make sure that you get the average atomic mass. So M1 is this number, 78.918, and we're going to multiply it by the decimal value of the percent abundance of Br79, which is 0.509, and then plus M2, the mass of bromine 82, which is 80.916, times the percent abundance of bromine 81, and that's 0.491. So go ahead and plug in these values into your calculator. So the answer that I got was 79.899, which is approximately 79.9. So this tells us that the answers that we have are indeed correct. So this is the percent abundance of bromine 79, and that is the percent abundance of bromine 81. So that's basically it for this video. Now you know how to find the percent abundance of an element that consists of mostly two isotopes. By the way, for those of you who want more videos on chemistry, feel free to check out my chemistry video playlist. You can find it on my channel or on my website, www.video-tutor.net. I also have playlists on other topics like physics, algebra, trigonometry, pre-calculus, Calc 1 and 2, and some other stuff too as well. So feel free to take a look at that for those of you who might need help in those other areas. So that's it for this video. If you like it, don't forget to like this video, comment, and even subscribe to this channel. So thanks again for watching.